Philippine Tourism Law Chapter 2. The Philippine Constitution. Learning objectives to identify important provisions in the Philippines Constitution related to tourism and travel, to enumerate the rights of travelers as well as entities engaged in the entire tourism, travel, and hospitality industry, and to organize industry research. Topic outline: the law, discussion of the law, application of the law, and case study. The law. The Constitution is defined as the original and fundamental principles of law by which a system of government is created and according to which a country is governed. Law refers to a system of rules and regulation established by a society or government aimed at maintaining order, resolving disputes, and ensuring justice. It governs the behavior of individuals and organizations, outlining rights, duties, and consequences for non-compliance. The Bill of Rights, Section 1. No person shall be deprived of life, liberty, and property without due process of law, nor shall any person be denied the equal protection of the laws. Here are some definitions of law. The common law. Common law is a legal system developed through judicial decisions and precedents, rather than through legislative statutes. For example, the principle of innocent until proven guilty is a common law concept. Statutory law. Statutory law consists of laws enacted by a legislative body. An example is the Clean Air Act, a statute that regulates air pollution. The criminal law. Criminal law deals with offenses against the state and outlines punishment. For instance, burglary and murder are criminal offenses. Civil law. Civil law pertains to disputes between individuals or entities. An example is a breach of contract case, where one party fails to fulfill contractual obligations. International law. International law governs relations between countries like the United States Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS, is an example regulating maritime rights and boundaries. Constitutional law. Constitutional law involves the interpretation and application of a country's constitution. The U.S. Supreme Court decision on constitutional issues like the right to free speech are examples. Family law. Family law deals with the legal matters related to the family relationships. Examples include divorce proceeding and child custody disputes. Property law. Property law covers the ownership and use of property, real estate transactions, and landlord-tenant issues are within this legal realm. These examples illustrate the diversity of legal categories and their application in various aspects of society. Obeying the law is crucial for maintaining social order, ensuring a safe and stable society. It helps protect individuals' rights, promote fairness, and contributes to the overall well-being of a community. Legal systems establish rules that govern behavior and provide a framework for resolving disputes, fostering a civilized and functional coexistence. Discussion of the law. The term life, of which a person may not be deprived without due process, means more than animal existence, with the emphasis of social and economic rights at present. Life includes at the very least the right to a decent living. According to Justice Malcolm, liberty means that measure of freedom which may be enjoyed in a civilized community consistently with a peaceful enjoyment of life and freedom in others. Property is defined as anything which is or may be the object of appropriation, things which has money, value, and which supposed to be within the commerce or of man is embraced in the term property. The right to earn one daily wage and the right to engage in businesses are likewise property. Equal protection of the law means persons similarly situated should be similarly treated. There should be no favoritism. The benefits of membership in a state as well as the burdens should be distributed in equal measures. Uniformity of treatment should be the rule. Due process of law is a law which hears before it condemns, which proceeds upon inquiry and renders judgment after trial. Due process of law does not necessarily mean a judicial proceeding in the regular courts. The guarantee of due process, viewed in its procedural aspects, requires no particular form of a procedure. It implies due notice to the individual of the proceedings, an opportunity to defend himself on the problem of the propriety of the deprivations under the circumstances presented, must be resolved in a manner consistent with essential fairness. It means essentially a fair and impartial trial and reasonable opportunity for the preparation of the defense. The essential requirements of the procedural due process in courts are follows. 1. There must be a court or tribunal clothed with judicial power to hear and determine the matter before it. Number 2. Jurisdiction must be lawfully acquired over the person of the defendant or over the property which is the subject of the proceedings. Number 3. The defendant must be given opportunity to heard. And lastly, judgment must be rendered upon lawful hearing. Application of the law. Case. This is the case study. Congressman Peter Genuino, a Filipino citizen, has been accused for a tax evasion and being investigated for dealing prohibited drugs in United States of America. He is currently residing in the Philippines so that he can pursue his alleged illegal businesses, and he sat in Congress as a convenient cover. In this regard, the United States government requested for the extradition of Congressman Genuino from the Philippines government so that he will be investigated under U.S. jurisdiction. Pending the evaluation of his extradition, Congressman Genuino demanded for his extradition papers from the U.S. government through the Philippines government so that he can already file his opposition in the Philippine courts without need of being extradited to the United States of America. The Philippines government, with the concurrence of the American government, refused to provide Congressman Genuino with the extradition papers. In this situation, is Congressman Genuino already deprived of his right to due process? Legal opinion. Congressman Genuino is not deprived of his right to due process. PD number 1069, prescribing the procedure for the extradition of persons who have committed crimes in a foreign country, signed into law on January 13, 1977, which implements the RP-US extradition treaty, provides the time when an extraditee shall be furnished a copy to the petition for extradition as well as supporting papers. Examples: after the filing of the petition for extradition in the extradition court, the law does not grant an extradite a right to notice and hearing during the evaluation stage of an extradition process. A different interpretation will be dangerous, as this will be an opportunity for the extradite to flee while the investigation during the evaluation of the extradition process is pending. The law. In many instances, communication and correspondence are inevitable in the tourism, travel, and hospitality industry. Because of its daily use, it is important to understand what laws may be applied. Section 3. The privacy of communication and correspondence shall be inviolable except upon law order of the court, or when public safety or order requires otherwise as prescribed by law. Number 2, any evidence obtained in violation of this or the preceding section shall be inadmissible for any purposes in any proceeding. And that's all for this topic. Thank you for your time to listen and see you in another topic.